Now that we've checked out the food scene and got to see the Great Wall of China, it's time to see what else Beijing has to offer.
In this video, we're gonna play Chinese hacky sack with locals, visit Tiananmen Square, and try Chinese hot pot for the first time. As this is our last day in China, we're trying to do as much as possible, beginning with the most famous temple in Beijing.
Alright, we made it in.
It is so awesome. So I guess the Temple of Heaven during the daytime or the early morning time turns into like an exercise park. So we can see people dancing, playing like this hacky sack game with like a badminton birdie looking thing, which we'll see. I kind of want to join in on, but we're gonna explore the temple first. It's gorgeous. Lanterns hanging from trees, incredible. Pretty dang incredible. Temple of Heaven.
There are so many people here to see this temple, and I can see why. It's pretty amazing.
Yeah, I mean, it's just gorgeous, like intricate carvings. I love the blue, green, red, gold color. So the Temple of the Sun was created in 1420 during the Ming Dynasty. It is the largest existing architecture group dedicated to heaven worship in the entire world. So there's a total of 92 ancient buildings here with 600 plus rooms. So it's just a massive complex. This is 4 times the size of the Forbidden City. Its main function is to serve as an annual prayer for good harvest and giving thanks on the winter solstice.
If only we could read any of this. It's all in Chinese.
Hey, thankfully Google will translate it all. So we just went in the exhibition, which has a bunch of information, and I read one plaque and it says that this actually, so this is the
Temple of Prayer of Good Harvest.
Yeah, so in between the staircases going up to the Temple of Good Harvest, there's this awesome like carving, and they've covered it in glass to keep it sort of preserved, but
So apparently the first month of every year they would have ceremonies inside this temple to celebrate good harvest and pray for good harvest. I'm excited to see what's on the inside, but it's kind of hard because there's so many people blocking the doors.
what do you think, guys? Should I guess I'm tall, I could just hold the camera up, right?
Yeah.
Apparently the whole temple is held up by 4 massive pillars, and you look inside and you can see them. Now that is China. Haven't seen anything like that here in Beijing yet.
I love how there's so many people dressed up in the traditional garb. It seems very celebratory, I think, of the culture, which is so awesome. It's so pretty too.
It's awesome too seeing the little dragons in the design. I feel like one of them is like Mushu from Mulan and could just come to life at any moment. It's so cool, that guy's just belting out a song. He has the music playing. I love this park. Like, there's so many trees. You can just walk. Good vibes at the Temple of Heaven. So we just looked it up, and what these people behind me are doing is playing Jianzi, which is like a traditional Chinese game where they juggle a weighted shuttlecock. Really reminds me of hacky sack in the US where you have like a ball, and I'm gonna ask him if I can play, just for like 1 or 2 rounds, but I just love hacky sack. Okay.
Why it's playing the Chinese version of Hacky Sack? Yes.
They were impressed with my long leg. I could literally play Jianzi all day. That was so fun.
The ladies were all like, wow, they were like clapping.
Yeah. Just had a wonderful walk through the park, and now we're gonna leave and head to the most iconic site in Beijing. So we're getting around Beijing with Didi car through Alipay. Apparently for foreigners, the Didi car app doesn't work. You have to go through Alipay, but it's so convenient. Like we get a ride within 2 minutes. It's the Uber here. Traffic in Beijing isn't too bad. One thing that's crazy is how many scooters there are. And like they don't wear helmets here, which I think is just crazy. Like I would need a huge helmet if I was ever to ride a scooter in a big city like this.
We're trying to get to Tiananmen Square, which you have to reserve your tickets a day before, so we did. And it's free though, which is good. So we're gonna try and get it. It's like all docked off.
Yeah, so you can feel the police presence start to increase. I don't know if you can record police in China, but I'm gonna err on the side of not.
We got 3 or 4 ID checks before you get in.
Okay, so we're in Tiananmen Square. It is massive. Probably the biggest square slash plaza I've ever been in my life. There's a huge bowl of flowers and pumpkins and fruit celebrating the country's founding back in 1949. That's when Mao Zedong, that is that guy right there, painted right in front of Tiananmen Palace. He declared the People's Republic of China to be founded right at the end of World War II. You can feel the patriotism. Everyone has little Chinese flags. There's a big old Chinese flag there. There's police everywhere. The Forbidden City is right back there. Unfortunately, tickets have been sold out, so we couldn't actually get tickets to it, but it's cool to at least see it and just feel the patriotism and the vibes here in Tiananmen Square. It's wild. So some fun facts about Beijing. Beijing is actually one of the world's oldest cities. It's 3,000 years old, and it actually dates back further than the unification of China in the first place in 221, 221 BC. I nailed it. But before the unification of China, it was the capitals of the ancient states of Ji and Yang. So just a super old city. If you look at it on like any maps website, you can see that it has rings of highways. And Tiananmen Square is actually the center of the smallest ring. This is the center of the city of Beijing.
So beautiful. It's probably one of like the biggest like central plaza areas that we've ever been in. And there's so much space. You can see that there's so many people here, but there's enough space for everybody.
There's the monument to the people's heroes of China.
Yeah, it's a huge 37-meter long obelisk.
It's pretty big.
Yeah, it's pretty big.
It's crazy how many cameras there are here. Like every single pole has like 5 cameras attached to it. Okay, so we just rested up for a while, and now we're gonna go get some dinner. Last night in China, last night in Beijing, so we're gonna go all out. Is somebody hungry? You feel cozy? Yeah, temperature in Beijing has been wonderful. We're here in September, late September.
Everyone risks their lives here with the crosswalks, just walking super long ways. So why not join, you know?
Yeah, there's strength in numbers.
And then there's cars that drive red lights with the streets, so like...
Absolutely no rules when crossing the streets here.
Buffet!
Vegetable feast buffet.
71%.
Okay. 谢谢。
支付宝。
I'm in Chinese food heaven right now. Literally having decision overload because there is so many options and they all look good. They also have an ice cream station, a juice station, and you can make your own ramen.
This is gonna be a feast.
Yep. So you got your noodles, your dumplings, your fried rice, your curry potatoes, regular potatoes, vegetarian, sweet and sour chicken. I'm pumped.
How is it? I don't know what I ate, but it's spicy.
It's so hot, guys. Whatever, it was so hot.
This is also our first time trying hot pot. We each got our own hot pot at the table. As you can see, there's fire underneath there. I got the mushroom one. Rika got the spicy one. We're gonna try that for the first time, which is exciting. There's gotta be a more efficient spoon. So, hot pot. We had no idea how to eat it, so we asked her, because we read online that you have to put in ingredients into the soup, and we were like, what ingredients? Like the stuff that's already prepared? No, there's actually a whole entire fridge with like levels of ingredients that you put in. And so we found those. So should we do the spicy one first, or the mushrooms?
Mushroom.
Some cauliflower in there. It seems like this is kind of like a free-for-all, whatever your preference is, but people drink the broth throughout the meal, and then at the end, once the broth has sort of absorbed a lot of the flavors from the things you put in, you drink the broth like with all the flavors. Oh, those noodles are already spreading. Let's go. Spicy noodle, direct from the hot pot. I was expecting really strong spicy, but it's really oily.
I'm just gonna try it. Look at these noodles, wow. The spicy one's really spicy. I'm not sure about that flavor. I feel like I need to try this one. I like the taste of the mushroom broth better than the spicy. I think this is just a really cool traditional experience that we gotta do. So I'm happy we did it.
That's
Consensus, mushrooms better than spicy.
Just earlier today, I was like, dang, we didn't get to try hot pot while here. We get here, there's hot pot.
Oh. This is soy milk ice cream, and you can definitely taste the soy in it.
It's honestly really good. I love soy milk, so. Well, that was absolutely fantastic. We were both stuffed to the brim, but yeah, I think that's where we're gonna leave off this tour. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe for more, and hope you enjoyed this China series.
Yep.
Whoa, lightning. Wow, I think that means you guys gotta subscribe.
All right. Bye, everybody.
Bye, take care, peace out. Thanks for watching.